this video I'm going to be sharing 7 ways that can help you get unstuck. The very first way is to simply start taking action towards whatever you feel called to do. Because oftentimes we're looking for fancy techniques, but the only problem we have is basically doubting ourselves too much, overthinking, and perfectionism. And I know what this feels like. And what really helps is to simply start taking small steps to whatever it is that you feel called to do, that your intuition is guiding you towards. And what this does is this opens up the flow again and basically unblocks ourselves from being in the head too much and gets us back into a solution-oriented state of mind. And by actually doing what we feel called to do, we'll automatically become clear about what it is that we actually want in life. And when we have that long-term vision, we will be much more able to consistently take action towards it, because it'll be like easier to reverse engineer what it is that we need to do next, what it is that will be helpful towards those ends, and thus we'll be much less likely to be stuck. Now, the second thing we can do is to simply learn about our personality type. There's various online tests, they're free, the Myers-Briggs personality tests, the Enneagram test, and what they do is they show you your strengths, your weaknesses, and basically the best way for you to integrate all of them into your life. And this is just very helpful to do. I find that it gives me comfort, clarity, and just lots of inspiration whenever I start reading up again and checking in what are my strengths and how does my personality structure really work. Now, a huge bonus towards this step is actually going online and learning about developmental psychology. There's various advanced, amazing models, visionary models in the field of developmental psychology, which will show you your core value system and your world view, your current lens of looking at the world. And developmental psychology basically teaches us that you can predict what right now is your focus, what will be your focus in a few years if you keep developing your cognitive development, your spiritual development, your moral development. If you keep taking steps in that direction with personal development and spiritual work, you'll be able to see, okay, right now, what is my value system? What are the pros and the cons, the strengths and the weaknesses, the limitations and the truth, the partial truth in my current worldview? And then you'll be able to see, okay, in order to evolve, I'll have to let go of this particular view and embrace the next thing. And you'll be able to see where you have been, what you can still integrate. And this has just been one of the most life-changing things I've ever come across in my life, is simply learning. Spiral dynamics is a model, just learning about the different colored stages, and you'll be able to see the world in a whole different way and see where you're at. And basically, when we're stuck, what we might be in is a sort of a being stuck on the horizontal level. Maybe we have exhausted horizontally what we can do at this level, and maybe what is next for us is not horizontal expansion in that worldview, but a transcendence and an inclusion of our current worldview up to the next level, vertically upwards development. And what this will do is this will completely transform us on the personality level and how we interact with people, how we see the world, what we think is important, and this will loosen up our mental constraints and give us amazing new ways of looking at the world, of feeling and of understanding life. Now, another thing we can do is to simply start loosening up our demands on life, start taking life more as a game, become more playful again, and release our attachment to life being one certain way. Because if you're a creative, and I know how this is from experience, is that we tend to overthink ourselves so much that we actually make the way of creativity, the process of creativity, such a burden, because we have these attachments. It has to be this way, it can't be that way, and we forget that the process in and of itself can be a joy, that it should be a joy. And if we actually look at children, and when they're being creative, when they're singing, when they're dancing, when they're playing an instrument, you know, infinity in life is just expressing itself through them effortlessly, because they don't have these attachments and they don't have that internal judgment, that inner critic developed so much yet. So the life force just expresses itself through them effortlessly. And On the Road, this popular book, the author of it has a quote where he says, "Enlightenment comes when you stop caring." And this is referring to the creative process, because maybe what we've been doing is we've been holding on to a certain concept of how we want things to be, but life is trying to teach us to let go and to embrace the process, and to just take off that pressure and become more playful again. So that is a very crucial step, which I'm still learning, but it's such a blessing to remind ourselves of that each step we are worthy of love, each step is necessary. There will be plateaus, there will be failures, but we're constantly learning, and let's just take it more like a game. Let's just be like children again and learn from them. Now, the fourth thing we can do is to simply start moving the body. Get out of the mind, get back into the body, ground, walk barefoot on grass, exercise, do holotropic breath work, spend time in nature, calm your nervous system, calm your thoughts, pay attention to direct experience and the miracle of life by simply grounding in the present moment through other exercise, through a cold shower, spending time in the forest like I am right now. It's amazing because it shifts your perspective. It immediately sends new inspirations, because it just calms the mind. And all creativity and all solutions, truly they come from inner stillness, from an inner intuition that is beyond the mind. And that is what nature does. That is what working out does. Getting back in touch with our true nature, with our roots. Because we block ourselves from the inside when we're feeling stuck. And creativity just wants to express itself through us, but we have certain blockages. And when we're feeling stuck, what we can do is basically just exercise, get a sweat going, because that unblocks those kinks, and then creativity will be able to flow once again. Because that's how it works. It starts with an intuition, with an emotion, then it gets into a vision and a thought, and then wants to express itself through whatever creative medium we use, whether that's speaking on video, painting, writing, photography, whatever it is, cooking, and then it will be able to flow again. So exercise will also help immensely with that. Now, the last thing we can do is to simply ask the universe for guidance by becoming less distracted, meditating, sitting in stillness, and just surrendering to life as it is, and being, okay, I'm letting go of control. Let me listen. What is this present moment trying to teach me? What is the situation trying to tell me? And just let life take the wheel. Because, as I said, we are not always in control. Life has its own ways of unfolding. And when we hold on to control too much, we separate ourselves, artificially separate ourselves from life. And what this does is to, once again, blocks the natural flow of life expressing itself. And we artificially separate ourselves from the infinite ocean that moves in life. And when we can surrender and pray and sit in silence and meditate and learn to accept life exactly as it is and surrender control by resting as awareness, trusting that the solutions and answers are already inside of us, that will be one of the most resourceful solutions too, if we balance that with the doing part, yin and yang balancing, right? We want to be able to be and sit in silence, and then from that intuition and inspirations will come, and then we can express them through doing, or whatever medium we want to use. And for this, it would be very helpful to detox from stimulation, from social media, from the phone, from the internet, and just say to yourself, right now I'm stuck. Maybe I'm in a dark night of a soul period. I'm changing, my worldview is shifting, my value system is shifting, and I'm just gonna be still and silent and see what comes up. There will be new inspirations, new visions and purposes that come up that you might want to follow up on. But it's not possible for that to happen if we're constantly distracted, and in today's societies there's so much distraction available. TV, social media, messaging apps, the news, whatever it is. And we can basically choose to detox from that, to choose a healthy lifestyle by meditating, by eating healthy food, fresh fruits, spending time in nature, working out, and then we'll be setting the right conditions for us to get unstuck again by recognizing that inside ourselves we at least have the ability to respond to whatever happens in life, although we might not be able to control life at all times. This is the responsibility that we have, to accept all seasons of life and do our best with whatever life serves to life, because we're not separate from life. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. This is it for this video. Hope you liked it. Join the channel if you're interested in personal development and spirituality, this kind of stuff. Thank you so much for watching. Take care, take it easy. Bye.